What's up, YouTube and Twitch? Demi here with a build guide. So I just made a cast on crit Cyclone Purifying Flame Chieftain. Full fire conversion. I just did Shaper with it and it did just fine. Wearing a bunch of garbage and it seems to do okay. It's like the calmest Cyclone I've ever played. Cast on crit Cyclone, I should say, because you can barely tell that you're casting a spell. There's just like this tiny wave that happens under the enemies and then they die. It's really weird, but Purifying Flame is one of the new Fizz spells. It's half fire conversion, so Chieftain gives us the other half. And then like Fire Pen, Fire Leech, covered in ash for 20% more fire damage taken for enemies. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird and stupid, and I thought it would be funny, and then I threw it together, and it works. We're using a two-handed Exquisite Blade with hits can't be evaded crafted on it. And other than that, it's just like, you know, generic trash gear. I'm using a Warlord's Mark Ring and an Assassin's Mark Ring. And it's just really, really calm. I don't know how to explain it. I did Shaper and it was great. The chillest build. And I made a Path of Building with all of my items in it, and then I made a Path of Building with complete dog shit items in it, and it still had like half my damage. So if anybody complains about expensive items being used, you can fuck right off. Because like the PUB items that I use as the shit ones are literally 2 to 3 property gear items. Or 1 property jewels. So yeah, this is the map clear. It's the same in T16 maps. It looks the same. You can't tell that there's little waves happening on the ground whenever I hit things. It's pretty great. I forgot to use Blood Rage. Oops. Yay, damage! I never do the boss on this map. It's Kitava and he has like 7 phases. No one gives a fuck about that. Hooray! Purifying Flame! It's pretty good. I'm liking it. Do. Yeah, you get covered in ash from Chieftain, so it's like free damage, and then Fire Leech, and Fizz damage taken is fire for some mitigation, free endurance charge generation. Like overall, it's not the worst Ascendancy for this. I'm sure there's better, obviously, but nobody plays Chieftain and nobody plays Cast on Crit Purifying Flame, and like why not do all of those things at once, you know? So it's time to go over the garbage character. I'm using a giant lollipop with crystal wings and a flag coming out of them, because why the fuck what else am I gonna use? Like that just makes sense. Alright, so, Ascendancy Chieftain. We got 50% fire conversion and 10% fire pen and a rotating extra fire damage buff, which gives us a lot of extra damage. And then we get some fire leech, some strength, some cover enemies in ash, which is 20% more damage. Yay! After that you get some life regen per endurance charge generation, fire damage per endurance charge, 100% fire res, so that's like, you're capped on that with like 1 item. 10% fizz taken as fire, some life regen, and some life regen. And you can't be ignited, great. Skill tree wise, life, jewel sockets, melee crit strike chance for our Cyclone, some more life, some Ellie pen and Ellie damage, and then some extra lightning, extra fire, fizz Ellie damage, spell crit, more life, some spell crit, multi, you know, same thing over here, some power charges. I think I had another power charge over here. Some more life, some more crit multi, crit garbage multi. Wow, what a surprise. We needed a dex node because we're bad. Multi, life, attack speed, fizz damage, crit. Alright, jewels. So my jewels are not that great. Some of them are. This is double damage, double attack speed. This one is triple attack speed, fizz damage, which is, you know, it's a fizz to Ellie conversion skill, so that works. What is this? Life attack speed damage. Damage, you know, just damage. So, okay, let me just list out all the shit that scales you with gems, because that might be better. So you want life? Life is great. I think I actually had a path of, yeah, here, I still have the thing open. Here's all the things that scale us. Crit multi with Ellie, crit multi for spells, global crit multi with fire, spell damage, area damage, global physical damage, attack and cast speed, attack speed with swords, 2-handed attack speed, life, and damage. I'm sure there's other things you can get. Fire damage would work. Otherwise, yeah, no, that's all. You just do that and then type count 4 and then it'll just bring up all of the jewels that work for you. There's a shitload of them and they are not expensive. This is in standard and they are like 110C. Wow, I could get a 4 prop for 9k. Jesus Christ. All right, let me check League so people don't bitch too much. Just buy some shit jewels. Oh wow, 2 chaos. Okay, I can't afford this build. 5k, that's too many. Too many chaos. All right, anyways, what else we need to look at? Gear-wise, We got some, got a hits can't be evaded sword with attack speed double damage, crit, physics extra. I know, it's pretty okay. It doesn't have cast on crit though, so that kind of sucks. Helmet, life, multi-modded trash. Amulet, pretty good. Shaper stat stick amulet. You want to go for life, crit, extra phys, cold, pen, whatever. Ring, Assassin's Mark, and then multi-modded garbage. This one, garbage, but it has Warlord's Mark, so that's good. Chest piece, this is the really good piece. Chest piece, boots, and amulet are my only really good pieces. Everything else is kind of mediocre. But again, Path of Building, I have the shit items in it, so. Chest piece has curse, life, base crit, mana cost. So we have a 15 mana cost Cyclone. In a tabula, it costed 30, so it's too many, and we can't play the game anymore. Boots, cooldown recovery speed, life movement speed resist. Belt, life resist, strength, some recovery rate. Insanity gloves with weapon range, because Cyclone gets weapon range buffs. This jewel is multi-life onslaught. Just onslaught life or onslaught multi would be fine. Gem links, what do we got? I have an open 6 link, basically, that has a Blood Rage in it and an Ancestral Protector, which I could put the Blood Rage here. So this is basically a 1 link Ancestral Protector in a 6 link. So if you can't afford your second 6 link, you don't need it. It's fine. Thank you for the raid, Licky. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This link setup, I have a Herald of Ash for extra fire damage. I have a Zealotry for more spell damage and crit strike chance. I have a Dread Banner because I didn't know what else to do with my auras, and it gives enemies less accuracy. And then I have a Blood Rage. And then my boots, I have a cast and damage taken Immortal Call setup with increased duration. We actually have Endurance Charge generation, so this is better. I have a Lightning Golem for the attack speed. This would probably be, if you're struggling with crit, use a, what's it called? Ice Golem. Glove setup, Leaf Slam, faster attacks, fortified blood magic. You know, pretty simple setup. Do whatever the fuck you want with this 6 link. I couldn't think of anything. Pantheons, I didn't even change them from the other time, so they are completely wrong and useless. So let me just change those to stun and phase mitigation, I guess. Flask-wise, we got Diamond Flask, we got a Basalt Flask, we got a Quicksilver Flask, we got a Life Flask, and we got a Taste of Hate. You don't need this. You could use it in Series Promise, it's probably more damage, since we're converting multiple times. Yeah, Curse Flask, Bleed Flask, Freeze Flask, somewhere in that order. I don't actually have a Freeze Flask, so I'm bad. Anyway, it's time to stare at Path of Building. So, using completely garbage gear, this is a 3-property weapon, a life helmet, a tabula rasa, a pair of gloves with life and dex on it, life movement speed cooldown boots, crit multi-life amulet, Warlord's Mark ring, an Assassin's Mark ring, a life belt, a 1-property jewel, and then a couple other 1-property jewels, which I'm sure you can afford because I just showed you 4-property jewels. And then no Taste of Hate and some flasks. We have 200k average hit, and we cast like 10 times a second. Pretty good, right? And if I put on my actual gear, which is stupid and probably not allowed because it's just too strong, you can't do that. We changed it to, you know, expensive gear, quote unquote, and you end up with something that looks like this. Cracking Wound, Dust Sky, Dust Spark, Cataclysm garbage. I think I have too many jewels. Wait. No, that's right. Alright, there you go. I have like twice your damage. So you would have a little bit over 1/3 of my damage. No, a little bit less than half of my damage, I should say. With complete dog shit gear. So you should be able to clear maps just fine. Even with relatively okay gear, it's still like not that much better. Yeah, there you go. The Path of Building has all the shit gear in it. You could make all of this with some alts and maybe some multi-mods. The only hard part is the hits can't be evaded weapon, but because our skill tree has literally nothing about 2-handed weapons or 1-handed or shield, like you could just as easily use a Lycosidae, which is probably like 50 chaos, and a random 1-handed foil that has crit strike chance attack speed on it. Or like a, what's it called? The Princess Sword and a Lycosidae. Hits can't be evaded shield and a Physis extra sword. Bam, done, easy. Like you don't need this at all. I just decided to use it because I had it in my stash, and I like the Lollipop MTX. But yeah, Caster Crypt Purifying Flame Chieftain, kind of stupid, seems to work okay. That's all there is to say about that. I did Shaper with it, and it was fine. I hope hopefully YouTube enjoyed the video. As for Twitch, we're gonna keep shitting on this character for a while because it's funny. Hooray! We did a video. I'm so proud. That'll be Demi. I forgot that I also lowered the level of everything in the Path of Building from, like, you know, any 21s I had, I lowered down to 20 because I know people would bitch about it. They're all 20s or less. So don't worry about that. There's no cheese here. It's just garbage. I don't remember if I covered all of the links, but you know, whatever. They're all in the Path of Building, which will be in the description. Hooray! Casting damage taken in 5 spells in the spare 6 link. That's an option. You could do that. You could. Like, I could honestly just take this out and put it in my boots, and I would have an open 6 link for whatever the fuck you want. You could put the, like, I don't know, frenzy setup, a flame totem setup. You could put some multi-flame totems in here. Or if you don't have curse rays, you could just put that on blasphemy and take off zealotry and dread banner and just use dual blasphemy. Works just fine. Also, if you don't have a cursed chest, if you repath, here, let me show you how to do it. Because I know people are going to be confused about that. So if we go this way, just go up here and take the curse node, and then you just like drop this stuff. Bam. Same level. Oh, 1 level over, my bad. There you go. Level 92, you have an additional curse. You can use your tabula and still have both curses active. It's incredible. It's almost like if you use shit gear, you could still deal damage. Wow. What a surprise. I never would have thought that was humanly possible. Great job, everyone. I should probably save this POV before I lose it. But there you go. That'll be me out.